Aloha. I'm Eric Anderson, pastor of Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. And here's what I'm thinking. Thinking about one of my favorite stories in the scriptures. You find it in the 24th chapter of Luke's Gospel. It occurs on that Easter Sunday. Two of Jesus' disciples, one of them we learn is named Cleopas, were leaving Jerusalem, headed for Emmaus. Along the way, they encountered somebody whom they did not recognize, but that we know was Jesus. Jesus reinterpreted the scriptures for them so that they would understand why the one to redeem Israel would be crucified and then resurrected. Their hearts burn within them, as it says later in the story, but they still don't recognize him until they stop for the night, ask him to join them for supper, and he broke bread. It's at that moment that they recognized him, and also that moment in which he disappeared. One of the constant questions of faithful people, one of the things that Christians have to ask themselves in every place and in every time, is how do we recognize what is divine? Christians would put it, how do we recognize the risen Christ among us? Or how would we recognize the movement of the Holy Spirit? Or how do we recognize the handiwork of our Creator God? One answer, it seems to me, is found right here in this story of Jesus and his friends walking towards Emmaus. We find what is divine when we are truly fed. We find what is divine when our spirits are so fed that our hearts burn within us. We find ourselves in the presence of the divine when there is food upon the table. We are in the presence of the divine when we are renewed and healed and set free. There's so many ways that people have understood God, have understood Jesus. Each of them needs to be tested. And I can think of no better test than this. Are we fed? Are we freed? Are we healed? Is this a sign of the presence of God? That's what I'm thinking. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. So send me an email or leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. From Church of the Holy Cross, UCC in Hilo, Hawaii, that's what I'm thinking.